Imagine a world where your best salesperson never sleeps, never takes a day off, and handles thousands of calls simultaneously 24/7. And that's same as your customer service. Does that sound like science fiction? Well, it's not. It's Tuesday. And coming up, I'm going to show you an actual super agent that we're building right now for a car rental service. Plus, these are all now adopting super agents in healthcare, insurance, real estate, recruitment. I'm not going to read all of these, but all of these are adopting super agents to 10x their sales and streamline their business. Because right now, the stakes are really high. They always have been, but especially now for any business today. So those who don't adapt AI-powered sales and service agents, or at least try it, run the risk of missing out on massive growth opportunities. So, all right, you're thinking, maybe am I just following the AI hype? Well, think about this. 60% of customers prefer to call businesses after finding them on Google, literally right away, except that most of them aren't available 24/7. 62% of those calls go unanswered, which is money lost. And I'm sure you know this, 1% of salespeople call a lead back in the first minute. 99% don't. Not to mention that the cost of a B2B salesperson right now is about $232,000 a year. So who wins in a face-off? Well, by the end of this video, you tell me. If AI super agents can transform your operations, support, and sales, or if it's just hype. Now remember, what's at stake is potentially increasing efficiency, engagement, and sales, not by a little, but by a lot, by 10x to 100x. This isn't about small little improvements. This is about a game changer for you, for your business. So let's explore, how is it possible to close deals 24/7 without hiring a single new salesperson? How can AI voice agents slash your customer service costs while boosting satisfaction rates? And are your competitors already using AI to outpace you in lead generation and conversion? What's the real ROI of implementing AI voice agents, and how quickly can you actually see results? So we have a lot to cover. So first, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Ari Sherbel, and this is my co-founder, or at least a picture of him, Dr. Dirk Bauer, the CTO. We run a boutique customized super agency called J-Curve AI. We build customized AI-powered voice agents for businesses that 10x sales and streamline operations. We have an elite team of top AI engineers building tailor-made solutions. The reason why I'm telling you all this is so that you know that we're showing you what is actually happening in the field right now. We each have about 20 years experience growing tech startups and businesses, well, that is combined. And these are companies that we have worked with in the past. So let's get started with chapter 1, which is the broken sales model. Now, what if I told you that the way that we've been doing phone sales and service for decades is leaving a fortune on the table? Because how you actually think about serving your customers is built on a broken model. So let's, for context, take a quick journey to discover why. In other words, why is it that our sales are so broken, and see how to bring it back into the future. So, by the way, this is just context to understand where we're at right now. So sales always started with, you guessed it, face to face. It had a personal touch. It was the handshake. It was body language. And that was just, going door to door and having a local store in the market. But suddenly, with the invention of the telephone, suddenly businesses could reach customers literally anywhere. It was obviously a revolution, and it opened up new markets and opportunities, not to mention the naysayers who said there will be no escape in future from telephones. Now, with new technology to learn and the loss of the face-to-face chemistry, that the need for faster response time was born, shifting from human to tech, where customers expect more efficiency. In other words, the faster you can reach a customer, the faster and better they expect to be serviced. Soon enough, eventually what happened is, you had the internet, you had America Online, you had Google, you had eventually BlackBerry, and then the first generation of the iPhone, and then all of a sudden there was a ton of stuff. How did you keep up with it? Not to mention then, as everything advanced, you had the computer, you had social media, you had SMS, you had all these social platforms that salespeople needed to master and use, and it's overloading and it's demanding, and how on earth is any human being supposed to optimize that? It is literally impossible. impossible. Not to mention, here are 5 facts to show that it's impossible. 80% of sales require 5 follow-up calls after the meeting. 44% of sales give up after 1 follow-up. And 50% of buyers choose the vendor that responds first. Not to mention the study from Drift, which is 7% of companies responded in the first 5 minutes after a form submission, and over 50% didn't respond within 5 business days. And from Harvard Business Review, reaching leads within 1 hour increased potential sales by 7 times. Now, who on earth is going to be able to do all of this? And currently, as you can see, most people are obviously not, no matter how much you pay them. Plus, 60% of customers prefer to call online after finding you, meaning they're calling, but who's answering? 30% are actually answered, meaning most are not, which is a staggering amount of missed opportunities left waiting and headed straight to your competitors. How on earth are you supposed to keep up with all of this? Real estate, insurance, B2B SaaS, commerce, e-commerce and retail, any business that relies on the phone is deeply vulnerable because there's no way you can keep up with all this. Why is this? For simple reasons, because the natural human salesperson and service representative is prone to human error. It's impossible to keep up with all these platforms. You have inconsistent follow-up. You can't be on 24/7. You get tired, you get hungry. How many people can you actually hire? Not to mention the after-hour leads and international. So that's why 78% buy from first company to inquire. If you're not available when the 78% call, they go to competitors. No human being can handle all of that on its own, let alone do 100 times more, right? So you're asking yourself, what is the solution? Well, this is where our story takes a really exciting turn, because the limitations of traditional sales methods have actually set the stage for a new opportunity of superpowered AI agents who will revolutionize the way that we handle customer interactions. Every point of engagement, which will create consistent, timely, and next-level engagement, service, and sales, ushering in a new historic upgrade to business customer relationships, which leads us to chapter 2, your exponential growth. The dawn of AI super agents is upon us. I'm sure you're aware. And it's not just about efficiency, it's about unlocking potential that you never even knew existed because you're just trying to keep up and do better. Now, imagine a world where every customer inquiry is answered instantly, 24/7, and optimally. What are you talking about? Well, let me explain. Because super agents can handle countless calls at once. They have automated sales outreach. They have streamlined order processing, and they have automated scheduling. Does that sound impossible? Well, that's exactly what businesses across industries are achieving literally right now. And not to mention, they eliminate call wait times. They qualify sales leads. They reduce customer churn, and they have multilingual support. That sounds nuts, right? So who's winning? Well, if you're curious, take a look at a simple demo that we built for an international car rental company. Now, again, this is just a demo and just to get a sense of what this can do. Now, this agent is able to handle countless calls and all the things that we mentioned, and this is just the beginning.
How may I help you today?
I would like to rent a car.
Okay, I can help you with that. In what city do you need to rent a car?
Bangkok.
Okay. And what day would you like to begin your rental?
Tomorrow.
Sure. When would you like to return the car?
Next Friday.
Okay. Could you please let me know the driver's age for this rental?
30.
Great. I've got you down for a car rental in Bangkok from July 11th, 2024 to July 19th, 2024. Shall I go ahead and book it for you?
Yes, please.
Awesome. Your reservation is all set. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Now, remember, that is one agent who can handle countless calls simultaneously around the world 24/7. And again, that was just a preview. If you want to see what a super agent can do for your business, if you want your own custom built, do you want your own custom built? Well, book a free demo. The link is in the description, because this super agent isn't your average sales or service rep. They are a powerhouse of efficiency that can handle multiple calls and tasks simultaneously. It's insane. So they do SMS and email and social. They have CRM integration. They have automated follow-up and so much more without breaking a sweat. Super agents aren't just for one industry. They are literally across the board. Here's just an example of things that we're building in real estate. They have scheduled property viewings, answering listing questions, investor updates, and so much more. In other words, you can tailor it made based on what you need. And imagine the training that's involved for every new salesperson that comes up, and the AI super agent does this instantly. You have instant quotes for insurance. They explain policy details back and forth. They can manage claims and so much more. By the way, if you're familiar with insurance, there's a company called Lemonade worth billions of dollars, and they do this automatically. Now companies, for the first time ever, can actually have this customized for their own. Not to mention B2B SaaS, where they can automatically qualify leads. They can set up demos. They have inbound and outbound sales calls and so much more, because whatever you can dream of can be built right now. The impact of these AI super agents is really nothing short of revolutionary. No more missed opportunities. So now I know what you're thinking. They have automated. Okay, I get it. But it's really, there's no irreplaceable human connection. That's irreplaceable. Another way of putting it is quality versus not quality, or connection versus no connection. So 100%, except if it were 1985, because this isn't your grandmother's AI. How so? Well, aside from everything we've covered already, super agents are trained on trillions of data points, which include vast entire knowledge bases of companies, markets, industries, trends, cultures. Yes, including the ability to connect. Check this out. These super agents are all trained on emotion recognition capabilities. They have natural language processing, called NLP. They have personalized tone adaptation. They have accent and dialect flexibility. They have real-time sentiment analysis. They have consistent energy levels. They're not tired. They have nuanced voice modulation. They have contextual conversation handling and rapid learning from interactions, meaning all of this is built in. They are smart. This isn't 1985. This isn't 2005. So you're right. It's 100% about quality, and these AI agents are trained to follow specific optimized scripts based on the business's goals and adapt to various and conversational styles. So they understand context, they ask relevant follow-up questions, they give personalized responses. This level of customization enhances the customer experience exponentially, making each interaction feel tailored and really meaningful. So here's the real exciting part, because the benefits go way beyond sales and customer service. By automating and optimizing routine tasks, you and your team are free to focus on higher value activities. Like, you can implement growth systems and growth strategies. You have strategic planning that you can focus on. You can nurture key client relationships. You can build a time machine, right? The purpose of super agents is to 10x sales, is to eliminate loss and to streamline operations and optimize customer user experience. Plus, the AI systems are constantly learning and improving. They capture detailed data from every interaction, giving big insights that can guide future sales and marketing strategies. This is a wealth of data that can help businesses, refine your approach, identify trends, stay 10 to 100x ahead of any competition. So let me ask you, did you get the message? What do I mean? I'll explain. Because AI super agents integrate seamlessly with your CRM. Businesses automate entire workflows without needing to overhaul the entire system, massively increasing productivity and efficiency. So back to our contest, who is winning? Well, there might be a TKO coming, because we're ready for chapter 3, how to 10x your business. Leaving off where we just left off, which is, for all their use and power, even the most advanced CRM systems can't solve one critical problem, which is human inefficiency. CRMs still require too much manual input, which is a huge problem that salespeople and customer service representatives deal with. Most of their work goes into the CRM. Did you know that sales reps spend only 34% of their time actually selling? The rest gets lost in a maze of administrative tasks and non-revenue generating work. This inefficiency leads to an estimated $1 trillion in opportunity costs annually, buried under an avalanche of tedious busy work. It's an entire economy of missed opportunities. But what if there was a way to change all that? Enter the super agent. This is a whole other level. Agents train themselves, enhance performance after each task. No human being can do that the way that they can. With every call, agents leverage real-time data to enhance performance at scale. By learning and improving over time, super agents lead to 10x to 100x performance increase within the first year. That's a study. Plus, the results don't stop there. By automating routine tasks, super agents free you up for higher value activities, as we talked about, including strategic partnerships where you can build long-term JVs that drive growth and expansion. You have product development. You can innovate new products and services based on customer needs and market trends. In other words, you're working on your business, not in your business. You can do brand building, expand your reach through storytelling, content, and building a super strong market presence because you're actually selling and enhancing customer relationships. You can actually enhance and optimize your customer experience by personalizing and improving your funnel, post-sale support with stronger engagement. You can expand it to new markets because exploring new markets, distribution channels, and untapped customer segments while your super agents do the heavy lifting. Think about the impact this can have on your business, because one of the most exciting aspects of using agents is their ability to eliminate human error and inconsistencies in lead qualification, to capture and analyze every single detail of each interaction, giving rich data and future growth and sales strategies. Plus, the cost savings are significant too. How? By doing the work of hundreds for less than the cost of one. But it's not just about cutting costs. It's about expanding possibilities. Agents can speak any language. It's insane. Simultaneously, they can engage your leads in their preferred language, growing your addressable market significantly. In other words, if you've got a salesperson, if you've got a sales team, and all of a sudden you have a market that's reaching out to you in a foreign language, how on earth are your salespeople supposed to handle that? Well, the agent can instantly. Not to mention never missing any leads 24/7. Your super agent manages lead capture to perfection, leveraging otherwise lost opportunities due to unavailability. 24/7 availability is an exponential sales and service optimization that grows your entire business. Looking to your sales and service goals in the next 6 to 12 months and beyond, it's clear that AI super agents are not just a nice to have because they're so effective, they're a necessity to succeed. Your best salesperson can't compete, but a super agent will transform your salesperson's work and can 10x to 100x your sales and service. The question is only how soon your business will take advantage of this window of opportunity, bringing us to chapter 4, adapt to stay ahead. This isn't just about technology. This is about your business. This is about your life. Throughout history, businesses always need to evolve to win and grow, starting with the 70s where, if you had computers, they could do optimized data management, which was important back in the 70s and 80s. In the 90s, you all of a sudden had the opportunity of having search and sites. So if you adapted early in the 90s, let's say you started early in the 90s, you would be way ahead if you already have an optimized website. Not to mention in the 2000s, remember when people said that social media was like a joke? Imagine if you had a social media presence that you started early and that you optimized continuously, you would be exponentially ahead right now. And the same is true right now in the 2020s. These were each a window of opportunity to grow. Leveraging early meant exponential growth. Now, literally right now, we have that opportunity. And it's a window. And here are 5 simple steps to stay ahead. Number 1 is you want to start with a growth roadmap. How? Step number 1 is to assess. Look at your sales process and funnel. Are there inefficiencies? Are tasks repetitive? What's not working? Step number 2 is you want to implement. In other words, choose an area to optimize, like lead qualification or after-hours support. Where can you optimize in your funnel? Track the results and see for yourself. Step number 3 is to streamline. Sync your team. This is about enhancing their work. Train your team to work with agents, focusing on how it can make their jobs easier and more effective. Step number 4, you want to optimize. In other words, you want to develop a hybrid system where you blend the agent efficiency with human expertise. Use agents to handle routine tasks and data analysis. Free your team to focus on relationship building and complex problem solving. And step number 5 is to refine. As with anything, your AI strategy will need ongoing adjustment, so stay flexible and be ready to adapt based on results and new developments. Now, if this is something that you want our consultation, you want to speak with their CTO, book the demo in the link below. Now, remember, leveraging AI in your sales and service now is like having a website in the early 2000s or social media, around then. It's less about being on the cutting edge. It's more about it's all about serving your customer, which empowers you to stay way ahead. The businesses that thrive will be those that view AI not as a revolution, but as a natural next step in serving their customers better. They'll use AI to enhance their strengths, not to replace them. So here's the question for you. If your competitors are already exploring AI in their sales and service, which they are, can you afford not to? And more importantly, how could you use an agent, a super agent, customized for your specific business, not to just keep up, but to redefine what great service, what great sales looks like in your industry? Because the solution exists right now. The only question is, how will you use them to write your business's next chapter?